speakers, I must say the speakers are really good for me. They really encourage me, and the bands are really, I like everything about it just because it's so different from anything else I experience.
I've never seen anybody's internal rift with God really healed until that person has grasped with both hands the surprising truth about the good. So if you want to get well, do you want to be whole? Do you want to have a sound mind? Do you want to have good, wholesome emotions? Then take time to work through the issue of...
And then he claims that Peter, James, and John resurrected him and ordained him to the Melchizedek priesthood. And so Peter, James, and John returned from the dead in materialized form, and then ordained him to this higher priesthood, a priesthood of Melchizedek. And the Mormon Church claims to be a restored church. The restored means that you've taken something away and now it's being put back in place. If I have, tooth decay, the dentist does restoration, puts it back together at least the way it ought to look. Well, in Mormonism, the Mormon gospel, for them, they call it the restored gospel, and they believe that something has been lost. And that something which has been lost has been priesthood authority, the truth about God, and the ultimate truth about salvation. And so all the other churches have lost that truth, and they claim that Smith is bringing that truth back.
And the more you represent yourself, the less you represent Jesus and biblical understanding and biblical practice and biblical character and biblical attitudes. And then when people start railing on the music scene and saying, these jerks, I say, yeah, we are jerks sometimes. It's true. I won't deny it. It forces me to work that much harder, not to compete or to be holier or a better band than anybody else. But I recognize that sometimes they're going to judge everybody else by what they see from this one band.
A sculpture of a fish that I made, just like at McDonald's.
What's the rest of it?
This is the water right there. That's the water. That's the dark. And that's the flowers.
Did you have fun with that?
We just got through judging our mask contest, and as you can see, I'm wearing a mask here in appreciation of our contest. You know, we had some great...
Chagall Guevara.
You gotta roll the R and you'll really have it.
How's the album selling internationally wide?
I think we're at 6 or 7. I know it's gone for Micah as of last week.
Actually, we're only released in Germany.
hard getting everybody in all at once, but once we got that done, you know, it was easy from there. And I got a lot of band signatures and things. It's pretty neat, is what it is.
I think it's really neat, John.
I think that's neat.
Mine old Flo 5th year.
5th year?
Yeah, this is the best yet. The place is great. Love the lake.
Well, you know, I just got to really be honest. I met Tony since I've been here, and I know deep down inside that he's really a good Christian tiger. And it's pretty cool here. You know, there's just like, it's a freedom, and it's, you don't find it. It's great. It's like a gigantic church service.
As I showed you. This top's off the side.
That's right, buddy.
I refuse to act like
Yeah, K9, nice fast plant, buddy. Yeah, K9.
We spend our anniversary at Cornerstone every year. See, today's our anniversary. And we've been to the first one in '84, and all of them except for last year.
Well, I love the farm because I'm a farmer's daughter, so this feels like home.
What do you like at Cornerstone? The snow cones?
No,
what? What's it called? Creation Station?
Creation Station.
Put your hand down. What's it called?
Creation Station.
job description, spread the news. Sacrifice, pay the dues. You better take heed while we're rapping. Take us down, ain't nothing happening. Knew that the blessing that come from the Spirit. No need to worry, no need to fear it. Cause we was read the word about the Son who would come from the Father. Yes, the only one. Brothers, what time is it? Yo, Will, what time is it? Come on, Ron. What time is it? Yo, it's time for the cause and effect. There's no reason not around, we was never beaten. We got a pause for the cause that we'll all remember. The resurrection of Christ. I said the story goes. He is to give us life and to redeem of souls. What's really your life?
Look at it. Oh, how pretty. Yeah.
All right. Looking good.
How'd you want it?
All right. Definitely cool.
This is a mask contest.
Definitely cool. That's right.
Hey, Dick. I just watched it under that faucet.
I think I'd just rather stay on the straight and narrow path with Jesus. Isn't it great to have brothers and sisters that are walking the light with you? They see you going into sin. So many churches, they know some of the deacons have their mistresses on the side. They're not even doing anything about it. There's very little emphasis on discipline in the church because it's one of the hardest things to do, especially when you make mistakes.
So I raised my hand and I said, I don't know quite how to phrase this in the appropriate psychobabble, but I was wondering, what if this guy came back to the therapist and he said, you know, I really see that I hated my mother, and for very good reason. She was a miserable mother. But I would like to get over my hatred and my inability, my hatred and my anger, and I would like to learn how to love her and to forgive her. What would a psychodynamic psychotherapist have to say to a man with a request like this? And the psychiatrist looked at me and he said, well, I think he'd say, good luck.